Value Time Sports is brought to you by Terrible General Health System's Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda.
Mike Detillier with HTV, and we had the pro football camp with Phillip Livas. And Phil, thanks so much for joining us. And you've been here a few years, right, doing the camp? So it's great to have you back.
Oh man, I'm excited. I'm thankful they invite me every year to come back. Like you said, I think it's probably like my 8th year or so. And like you said, always it's a great camp, and every year it gets better and better.
You were telling me because of COVID, certain situations, I think they should have long retired your number and from high school, but they finally going to do it right this year?
Yes, sir. So, it's been in the making for probably about 3 years. Coach Curlin always told me, he said, man, whenever I retire, we're going to do it together. We're going to go out together. So, like you said, he had retired like a couple years ago, and we've been trying to set a good game day, but like you had COVID and then they had the storm. So this year, it's finally going to happen.
I was telling you the story with Bobby Hebert, and he was like, Mike, they're finally going to retire my number. I said, what? You're 50-something years old, dude. You're fixing to die before they put that. No, he said, Mike, it's not me. It was the school that waited so long. But, man, it's a great honor to have your number retired, but you certainly deserved it for your accomplishments there. And you were one of the first guys to really kind of get away from, say, South Louisiana, going to Louisiana Tech.
Yeah, I remember that. Like you say, from the way things are now, like you said, it was different as far as like.
Now it's open borders now.
It was. I don't think if I'd had the exposure that like it's easy to get now, I think I would have been a more higher recruited more highly. But like you said, I enjoy going to Louisiana Tech. I had some good times there. So it was good.
Thinking about it, you're not coaching this year, but you're finally making some money. I told you got to get out of coaching to make money unless you do it at the highest level. And now you working for BP.
Yes, sir, I do. I do IT work. I've been doing that for like the past probably 4 or 5 years. So it's something that I didn't go to school for it, but it was something that I always knew. I was able to get like some certifications, and like I said, before I got with this job, I was in Afghanistan for like 2 years, just contracted with the military. So that was a good experience. I don't think I would probably ever had a chance to go to Afghanistan without a job. So it was a good experience for me just to see that side of the world.
It makes you appreciate what we got here, right? real, that first sight, because I've talked to a couple people, man, you talk about back in another world.
A whole nother world. Well, like you said, good thing we couldn't leave the base. We wouldn't. It was protected. But like I said, I'm just glad I was able to see that. So it was a pretty good experience for me.
Seeing the way the game is played today, because it's totally changed. And you're not that many years out of it, but how much has changed from high school to college into the pros. And, the pros at one time, man, I don't want to do that college stuff. You know what? That's what they're doing today. Exactly what you're seeing in the college ranks, spreading the field out, one-on-one. I wouldn't want to play defense no more. Not the way it is today.
They got some creative offensive coordinators, man. It got a lot of different ways to get like your special athletes the ball and great designs. And like you said, a defensive coordinator is hard. It's hard on them because, like you said, man, it's just a lot of variation that you can do with certain route packages and design run plays. And it's tough being a DC.
Tough to play defense today too, because the RPO you can stick that belly, in the stomach of a running back. Okay, if I'm a linebacker or safety, I see that, man, I'm going to run up the field and make the tackle, and then they pull it out of there and they throw it right over the top of you.
Yeah, so like you said, when you got special kids on special athletes, you got to respect, like you say, you got to respect the ball going in his stomach. So you got to take 2 steps up to ensure that the run. But like you said, the RPO is a tough it's a tough for a linebacker to make that call or the decision he won't make.
That's why all these athletes out here, man, I don't want to play defense. They throw me the ball and I want to just catch it in that part of the week. But you giving back to the community, and they didn't have all these camps when you were growing up, and to see that here, to have all these camps here in the Thibodaux area at Nicholls State, it's got to make you feel good about the community. And for a lot of these young men, they working at their high schools practicing football Monday through Thursday. This is their day off on a Friday, and they're here.
But that's to show you what kind of players they are and what they're trying to accomplish. Cause like you say, coming out here on the day off to come put in some extra work, get some exposure from some professional players and college coaches. I mean, it's a great experience. Like you said, it's firsthand like college experience and people who've done it showing you things that help them out through their career. So it's good knowledge and a nice scenery for the players.
Yeah, and it's nice and cool in here. It started to heat up a little bit. Phillip, thanks so much for joining us today and for giving back to the community. You're a big part of this, and it's great that they retiring your number, well deserved, and you've been a big part of this.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you. Been knowing you for some years.
For some years now, yeah.
So,
that's when my hair had color.
Yeah. I just like you said, the best thing, I'm big on like relationships. I like coming back, seeing a lot of, this might be like the only time I get to see a lot of the players, because I mean, everybody got a lot going on with their lives and other things. So that's one of like the main things I enjoy at this part of life, just coming out, like you say, seeing the kids and just seeing like a lot of friends catching up and stuff like that.
Well, we appreciate it. Thanks so much, Phillip.
All right, thank you.